a victim. Shanice did not have 4 children. Shanice had 2 daughters, and the third one died with her. That's all I have to say. She was a victim.
Family members of 31-year-old Shanice Young are grieving, and they say they are trying to set the record straight. They say the mother, who was 9 months pregnant, was being stalked by an ex-boyfriend who they say was waiting for her as she unloaded baby gifts into the lobby of her building on West 128th Street and Frederick Douglass Boulevard after her baby shower. Police sources tell Pix 11 there was a fight on the sidewalk between her current boyfriend and her ex. Young was shot in the face and died at Harlem Hospital.
This right here was a senseless shooting. I'm very upset and I'm angry. I shouldn't be angry as a clergy, but this one here has touched my heart.
The shooting happened just after 1:15 a.m. Sunday morning, and hospital chaplain Robert Rice spent hours consoling family and friends.
I'm outraged that we don't have community out here. Where's the outrage? We all scream Black Lives Matter, but when it's going to matter to us as a people in the community?
It wasn't no fight. He murdered her because she was trying to get away from the abuse.
Activists against domestic violence are holding a 4 p.m. vigil tomorrow at the spot where Shanice Young was killed to draw attention to the plight of victims of domestic violence and to tell them there is help. From Harlem, McGee Hickey, Pix 11 News.
Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jay Sin, coming back with another one, man. And as y'all can see, I'm coming live from the Rose Garden, man. Take a look at it. Y'all already know, first and foremost, I gotta thank the Most High for allowing me to see another day. And I gotta shout out to my brother. What up, bro? But real fast, though, man. Listen, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and I had to show y'all that clip. So, you had the situation go down with this girl, right? She 31 years old, mother of 2, got one in the oven, 9 months. You know what I mean? She had this boyfriend. He was stalking her. She broke up with him, so he was stalking her. He cheated on her. You know what I mean? So she broke it up. She left his ass alone, as she should. You know what I mean? As she should. And you know, there was another guy that was willing to step up to the plate. You know, it's always somebody else that will do what you won't do. You know what I mean? So, she has a new boyfriend. She's pregnant by her new boyfriend. You know, all the while her ex is still stalking her. You know, she done filed numerous fucking restraining orders against him and all of that shit. All of that shit. And she moving on with her life. She was trying to move on with her life. And then you had this fucking moron, this fucking idiot, this fucking beta male who has zero control over his emotions. And I talk to y'all about that all the time, about having control of your emotions, about having control in general of yourself. You know, it's a lot of people, especially when it comes to these women, where you got guys that just lack control. They have zero control, and then guess what? They end up in a situation just like this same guy who was stalking that girl. You know what I mean? And she has a baby shower, you know. Baby shower's over with. They getting ready to bring the gifts down and put them, load up the car. She with her boyfriend, who she's currently pregnant with. You know, they just had this beautiful baby shower, you know, and all of that shit. And they just loading up the car and stuff, and you got the ex-boyfriend out there waiting for her. They say a scuffle ensued. Anyways, the girl ended up getting shot in the face, and she died. All because of this fucking guy who couldn't stop stalking her and leaving her alone. He couldn't leave her alone. He had no control over his emotions. He couldn't see her with somebody else, you know, and that got to him. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how that can affect you. But when you had her, you didn't step up to the plate. So this young woman decided to move on with her life. You know what I mean? Wanted to move on with her life, raise her children. You know what I mean? One in the oven, 9 months with her new boyfriend. And now she can't do that. Now she can't do that. She can't raise the 2 that she already had, and she lost her life and the baby life as well. So you got the boyfriend who I feel, man, listen, who I send my prayers out to, who lost a good woman and his child. All because of this guy who has zero control of his emotions. So you know what he did? That's what he went out there and did. He did what he did because he has zero control over his emotions. You know what I mean? And that's why we do all of this shit now. That's why we do all of this shit now. I'm not saying that y'all would do that. I'm just saying this is what it looks like when you have zero control over your emotions and zero control over yourself in your own life. You know, when you allow yourself to get lost in your emotions, allow yourself to get lost in lust, in females, in all of these things that's out here. You know what I mean? It's not about just having control over yourself when dealing with women. It's about having control over yourself in general, in your actions, your feelings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's one way to feel. We all gonna feel a certain type of way, you know, depending on the situation, but it's all about knowing how to handle those feelings. It's all about knowing how to handle those emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's all about learning how to handle pain. You know what I'm saying? And this cat just couldn't get over it. He just couldn't deal with it. And clearly what he was doing was beta male bullshit activity. You know what I'm saying? With somebody that just have zero control and was able to do something like that. To even show up to this girl's baby shower. To show up to her baby shower. This couple's baby shower. Who does that? Who does that? Somebody with no control. Somebody that has zero control over their emotions and allow their emotions to take them, to carry them in their life and do dumb shit. That's what I want to prevent. That's what I want to prevent, because we see this shit all the time. And guess what? Now that's a double murder. That's a double murder. We see motherfuckers killing each other. They ain't even got nothing to do with a situation like this. We kill each other because we too emotional. You know what I mean? All these domestics is happening because motherfuckers too emotional. You know what I mean? All types of shit. That's why the world is in the state that it's in, especially when it come to us men, because we have zero control over our emotions, and we don't even want to work on the shit. We don't even want to work on the shit. I told y'all, with these women, right? Women are emotional. You know what I mean? You have to allow women to be emotional. As men, we can't be more emotional than women. And in no way, shape, or form can we out-emotion a woman, because we're not built for that. We're not built for that. So guess what? If we have zero control over our emotions, we doing dumb shit like old boy. You know what I'm saying? We beating the shit out of women. We shooting each other up in the streets because we have zero control. We arguing over social media. We arguing over social media because we can't control our emotions. We getting in fist fights. We talking bad to our parents and the people that raised us, loved ones, because we can't handle our emotions. You know what I mean? We stalking females because we can't handle our emotions. You know what I mean? We can't see them with somebody else. An ex. Bro, this is your ex, dog. You had your shot. You blew it. You blew it. So guess what? So you so emotional that you gonna go to her baby shower. You so emotional that you gonna stalk her. You so emotional that you gonna bring a gun and try to shoot him and her. And guess what? You shot her in the face. And now she not around to raise her kids. Now she can't, now that baby never had a chance to even see the world because of you and your punk ass emotions. You and your beta male bullshit whack ass emotions. This shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's situations like this, and it's just gonna keep happening as long as we continue to carry ourselves and not be able, not control our emotions, and not even work on the psychological issues that motherfuckers have. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on, man. But I just want to share that story with y'all, man, because it's so disturbing, and it's painful to see at the same time. It's painful to see at the same time because, you know, you just have, you have a young woman that ended up losing her life. And, you know, you got loved ones around that knew that, you know what I mean, that was just, you know, clearly she was loved and her life was snatched. You know, her life was snatched by a motherfucker, an emotional motherfucker that has zero control. So I had to share that with y'all. I don't want y'all to get to that point. This is why I make videos. This is why we practice what we practice. This is why we on this journey. This is why we look to the Most High for strength. This is why we look to the Most High for strength. And this is why we thank the Most High for waking us up. This is why we thank the Most High for waking us up. Because we could easily be as lost as that dude that did this. We could easily be lost because there's so many of them that's lost out here.
Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all J. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to